kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And down inside the 15 he goes.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Bridgewater. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater, escaping the pressure right. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. And this is caught from Tim Patrick. There to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Down here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. Gets through, and now an opening. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on 4th and inches. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Gordon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, here's an option right. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Prescott on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 from the 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return is Spencer. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.